Born into racing, Carlos Sainz's rise through the ranks has shown that racing is in his blood. Now on his way to Renault after 3 successful years with Scuderia Toro Rosso, Sainz made his breakthrough as part of the successful Red Bull Junior program in 2010, where impressive development culminated in the Formula Renault 3.5 title and a call-up to Formula 1 for the 2015 season.
It was obviously a very important year for my career. Suddenly when you receive the call-up from Helmut Marko to join this team, which is the team you've been looking up for since you joined the Red Bull program, it's probably the best day of your life up until that point.
Scoring points on his debut in Melbourne demonstrated the Spaniard's composure on the big stage, and he followed up by claiming 5th on the grid for his home race in Barcelona.
My first qualifying at my home Grand Prix was my 5th race in Formula 1, and to stick it in 3rd row in my home Grand Prix was obviously very special. You are obviously a bit more nervous than you normally are, but at the same time you kind of feel like it's just one more race in your life. No, it's just I need to go there, do the same I do always, and it will come on its own. No? So it was special, but at the same time I try to make it feel normal.
Though he has high hopes that his Renault switch will pay dividends, Sainz knows that he owes a lot to Toro Rosso, the team that gave him his big break, allowing him to perfect his racecraft under the watchful eye of Franz Tost and the Scuderia in Faenza.
Let's say I've learned pretty much everything I know about Formula 1. It's pretty much all thanks to Toro Rosso. It's a very experienced team in the sense of bringing up young drivers into Formula 1. They know exactly what things to teach them, how to help them to grow up. And for me, I must say, I owe them nearly pretty much everything, no? And I will always be grateful for them for that.
Inspiration to race has not only come from his father's 2 World Rally titles, but also 2-time Formula 1 World Champion Fernando Alonso, who's inspired a crop of quality Spanish drivers.
There was a big boom when Fernando was obviously winning his World Championships 10 years ago, and thanks to that is why I really started looking into Formula 1 and looking up to him and wanted to be a Formula 1 driver. But then there's a lot of Spanish racing drivers, for example, in the blank plane endurance, in Le Mans. There's many other drivers spread around the world that they've managed to be professional racing drivers.
Although Sainz has been consistently finishing in the points, the year has been a big test, with a tight midfield battle, as well as speculation surrounding his future. Ever the true professional, he's kept his head down and made the most of racing in motorsport's elite category.
I'm enjoying it a lot, fighting against world champions like Fernando. I'm learning every day, every battle that I have with them, I learn. At the same time, I try to beat them, you know. It's when you put your helmet and you put your visor down, you don't think they are world champions or they are really any kind of people, you know. You just see cars and you want to overtake them, and so far this method and this way of working, it's been successful for me.